This is as close as I can get to Grimlock's last known location until the rust storm clears up.
It'll have to do, Sideswipe. You ready, Cliffjumper?
Always.
Try not to have too much fun without me.
All right, just keep your channels open in case the rescuers need some rescuing. Let's do it.
Yo, what's going on, guys? DJs here, and I figured I'd let you guys listen to the opening cinema part where Cliffjumper enters into the scene here, and I think it's a 4th mission. You are Cliffjumper. First thing I want to show you here is his special power, or whatever, is cloaking, so he can kind of turn invisible. He's a lot quicker than some of the other Autobots, which is kind of cool. He's also very small. He's the same size as like Bumble Bee. But you know, the guns are the exact same for each character. I mean, you just, depending on which one you select. Right here I went into cloaking because I was in a stealth mission and I shot a guy and I wasn't supposed to. So you know, it only lasts for a little bit and then it becomes visible again. And this is kind of a tricky part of the game, actually. You have to jump up here when the time's right, and you can see they were shooting at me again, so glad I got away from there. But just wanted to show you guys kind of the cloaking aspect of the character, and basically, I don't know, it's just kind of fun playing with different characters again, and I'm going to be showing you guys gameplays with all of the characters. Right here is another enemy that is the first time you run into these guys. Another enemy that's not one of the main enemies, but still an enemy nonetheless. And by main enemies, I mean like one of the ones you'd see from the TV show. And it looks kind of like Shockwave, and a little bit from the head, but he scans through and stuff, and you just kind of got to be careful, because otherwise he'll actually see you through the barriers, it says, and so you got to be kind of sneaky, catch him from behind, and then you can kill him. So if you're not careful, right here I was an idiot. I was trying to sneak up on him and I transformed instead, and then he turned into his big ogre self and then was attacking me. So not the best way to do this. Usually you want to sneak up behind. If you sneak up behind him and you hit the X button on Xbox, it melees him, or I mean, excuse me, it melees him. It executes him, so it's just like a silent way of killing him. So at this point, the reason why I'm showing you this clip is because I showed you kind of the car when he transforms into the little car or whatever, and right here it is again. So it kind of looks like Bumblebee as well, and it's consistent with the way it was in the show back in the day. So kind of cool that there's Cliffjumper. Cliffjumper is one of the dudes that never got his shine, in my opinion, because Bumblebee was always the one that got all the shine. Cliffjumper was just kind of like the additional guy that looked kind of similar, but not near as much of a badass. But I think that's because Bumblebee was, you know, friends with like the humans or whatever more of. And here's an example right here. So you hit the X button and you go ahead and execute him. Those guys can be tricky to kill though, but you just have to kind of go away and turn invisible. If you turn invisible, then they will go ahead and basically just like go back to their regular mode. But otherwise, their defense is up and they're kind of hard to kill. And I think I have a handful more of these guys up here, so I turn on my cloaking right here again, and I think I flank the guy right here and kill him. Anyway, if you guys are newer to this, I am posting a gameplay with like every one of the characters, so you guys can see what it's like to play with all the characters. And you know, maybe this will be helpful for those that are deciding whether or not they should buy the game. If not, at least play it. Hopefully, there's not too many spoilers in the gameplays, because some of the stuff is the cinema cutscenes, beginning of the missions and whatnot. So if you guys are kind of weary of all that, I would watch. But this is another little gun right here, one of the kind of a shotgun or something. I'm not even sure what it was called, but it was pretty awesome. Anyway, yeah. So far so good. I'm having a lot of fun playing the game. Is it worth $60 to buy or not? Is the magic question. And I'm not one that buys a ton of games. I usually play Call of Duty mostly, but I'm trying to mix it up and maybe get into some different games out there. So anyway, I'm going to leave you guys with a final cutscene. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and check back for the next part after this. Thanks.
Ooh, that's a long way down. You stay here. Keep an eye out.
What? No. I'm not called Cliffjumper for nothing. You stay here. I'll take the plunge.
Later!
That's cheating!